And Fuka was not happy with him, and Hikari was kind of fed up with everything and left and hoped everything was just a fuse. And now here we are. And Dia was also there, and he was like, Hikari, it is day 14. You have 24 hours or you will die. Go talk to him now, or I will. And Hikari was like, okay, I guess I should talk to him. And I don't know if we are going to talk to him, but and the him I am referring to was Ryuu. Because like Hikari's curse card is that she has to get one of someone's unknown fruits. And we're betting on the fact that Ryuu is going to be a little wimp and tell us his once we bat our eyelashes. And we are all hoping that that will be a success. Now or never, she supposed. Hikari knocked on Ryu's door. Soon enough. Hikari, do you need something? There's something important I need to talk about. Oh, all right. Come in. Hikari stood there for a few moments. She was hesitant to step into the place where she was almost poisoned. But she did so anyway. Ryu closed the door. What is it? Up in the air, empty your pockets. This is a hostage situation. You are not leaving until I get that goddamn tree out of your mouth. If it's portion pod, it must be about the motive. You're right. It is about the motive. For some reason, he had told me to come to you. Hikari, I give you one instruction to not tell anybody. I'm not. You didn't tell us anything to you. God damn it, Hikari. If I die and get deconstructed and I cannot move anymore, this will be all your fault. Another death in your hands, Hikari. How will you feel about that? And now that I think about it, since Dia has a portrait in the pre-trial screen, I'm sure that I doubt it'll be this chapter. If anything, it's going to be chapter 4, maybe chapter 5. I doubt it, but I'm assuming chapter 4 is the people run this game or whoever Dia is afraid of is going to catch on to what is going on with Dia, and they will shut him down, and then his trial portrait will go grey. I have a curse card. Huh? You too? I'm so sorry. That must be terrifying. But at least you won't be a victim. By the way you're saying that, it implies that you have a blessed card, which is the opposite of what I assumed previously. And I even wrote down like a little list of who I thought was cursed and who was blessed. I don't have it on my mind, but originally I was very confident that the 3 cursed people were me, Ryu, and Colette, and 3 blessed people were Fuyuka, Maon, and Chiyuki. And there was and Kazuyuki, Tsubaki, and Toshi were the 3 unknowns for me. I put Toshi in curse just because I think it would be fun to see the quote unquote hero have a curse. And I put Tsubaki in blessed just because I feel like these motives have been nice towards her. And from what little I know, the blessed card seems to be less intense. And then because you can go in either one, I put him in blessed as well. Only for the only reason being is that I think it'd be interesting if there was more blessed cards than curse cards. So I put Kazuki in the blessed side, so there'd be 5 bless. Least is not being a victim truly good luck. Well, I would hope being alive would be a good thing. Well, no, but you get my point. What curse do you have? I have to find out somebody's truth. Oh, that's easy. You already know Fuyuka's, don't you? We all do. Ryu, I need you to come real close here. Why do you think I've come to you? Genuine question. Why do you think I have made the choice to talk to you? Why do you think we are standing here? If you thought I could get Fuyuka's truth and be done with it and live life happily, do you think this conversation would be held in the first place? Get it together. It specifically states the truth I don't already know. Oh, I see. Damn it, I was really hoping to get out of that. I'm the person you want to know the truth of, aren't I? No, I just came to you for no reason whatsoever. I just thought it'd be a fun side quest to do for today. I mean, it's morning, so I don't really have much to do. You are. I'm guessing Dia told you to come to me because of my personality. Not to say I don't trust you, Hikari, but if you find out my truth, that means everybody else has a chance to find it out. Well, you trusted Mayume with her truth, and she turned out to be a blood killer. Actually, now that I said it out loud, that's probably not the best way to convince you. Never mind, I didn't say anything. What? You distressed me? I would never, in a billion years, say anything bad about you in my inner monologue. And this is how you treat me? No, I don't. I'm just being cautious. I don't want to be a victim either, Hikari. You should understand. It's either you tell me, or I get punished in 2 days. It's your choice. I mean, that is kind of a harsh way of putting it. There are how many other people? There are 6 other people we could talk to about this in the next day and a half, or however long we have. I, and then if we talk to everyone else, and then we don't get any answers, then we can go back to Ryuu and say it's either this or that. My choice? My choice if you. No! I, I don't want you to be punished. Whatever the punishment is. I'll tell you. If you promise not to tell anybody else. I have no reason to. Anyway, after this conversation, I'm going to be meeting up with Ryuka for no reason whatsoever. I wonder if Yuka will try and convince Hikari to tell the group about Ryu's secret, just so the quote unquote the person she quote unquote trusts the most is gets disposed of. Huh. Ryu, I think this is a very bad idea. I'll run away now. I was on Hikari's side for a moment, but now I feel like you should start running. I know you don't. It's just, you know, I don't want to be betrayed a second time. I don't want another Mayume. Another Mayume! Another murder Ryu slaps! I will say the aggressiveness is probably not helping your case. She's an awful killer. I'm nothing like her. I'm Hikari. Hikari. Just a flower girl. Hikari? Wait, the demons is on my head. Kind of had a valid point earlier. I think I should start running. I promise, Ryu. I promise I won't tell anybody else your truth. You can depend on me. Why do you sound so much like her? Like who? Never mind. Sonia, never mind. The ultimate princess? You think I'm a princess god? I always knew you were a flirt. Thank you. Ooh, he told us. Well, Ryu, if Hikari goes psychotic and breaks your trust, I am very sorry, apologetic to your demise in the future. My truth is the truth of roots. I think it relates back to how I look back on the past a lot, but also how I want to grow. This whole dramatic back. Sorry, I have your truth. I have the name. I'm done. This business venture is accomplished, finished. Do not talk to me any further. We'll never see each other again. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. That's my guess, at least. As those words left Ryu's mouth, Hikari felt a sigh of relief escape her lips. She was free. From this motive, at least. She wasn't going to be punished. She escaped her curse. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised that Carrie was efficient and got this over and done with. I thought we were gonna talk to Ryuu at the last second, or even when Ryuu got a little bit apprehensive seeing Hikari start talking like, I'm assuming even she was sounding like Mayume, but I thought that Ryuu might get scared and he himself might delay telling us his motive secret and he's like, I might wait a minute, think about it more. But I'm glad we got this over and done with. But now, another thought entered her mind. Thank you, but what's your card? Is there any way I can help with it? I will say this is probably something we should have mentioned before, and he still told us so it doesn't really matter, but I do think this is the right thing to help him with his card if he helped us and took such a big risk telling us that. Yeah. I don't know. I already. No. You can't help me with my card. I'm sorry. So he said I already, which means he already completed the terms and conditions of his card. So he's also safe from the motive. Huh. But I'm glad to know I helped with yours. Now you're free from this motive. We're both free from it. So you already freed from yourself from your curse? In a way, yeah. Can you tell me how? I can't. At least not until the motive is over. So he hasn't completed his curse, but he has a certain restriction. That's what I'm assuming he means by that. So he's completed his curse by not accomplishing the restriction, by not um violation the restriction. So as long as he just keeps doing what he's doing, he's fine until the deadline crosses. So and once the deadline passes and he doesn't violate his restriction, then he'll be free of his curse. Is he confirming he has a curse card? I'm not sure. The implications is that he has a curse card, but I'm not. I'm a little bit wary. Thank you anyway. Honestly, when she said another thought entered her mind, I thought she was going to be like, "Now, do I wanna kill Ryu and expose his truth?" Has the tablet been updated? No, not clues. Guess. Has it been updated? It has. The truth of roots. Who do we not know? Asakawa's wings. Colette is unknown. Chiyuki's unknown. Maon is unknown. Daisuke's earthquakes. Mayume is crystals. Fuyuka is shadows. Ryuu is roots. Fuyuka is whispers. Ryuu is roots. Hikari is shadows. Seinosuke is paradise. Iki is canvas, and these last three are unknown. So we're missing 1, 2, 3. All of these are. Well, I like how these 7 here, from Daisuke down to Iki, all of these are known. Asuka. So we're missing 6, which isn't too bad. We're only missing 6. God, we started with 14, and we knew 2 truths from the start, so we had 12. So we got half of the unknown truths now. That's actually insane to think about. This boy tried to poison her just 3 days ago, but now he's potentially risking his life for hers. And I already said that I think there might be more to the story than Ryuu poisoning Hikari. That might not be the whole escapade. Unless he was lying about his truth. That's it, isn't it? Oh God, there's no way he'd be willing to depart something so precious. He's just a liar, a manipulator, a murderer. I'm going to be so honest as somebody else, but the thing is, Ryu had no way to know you were going to come today and ask for your truth. In fact, he had no way of knowing anyone would ever ask him his truth, because that is such an absurd question that nobody would ever prepare for. And if he wanted to lie, he would just say no in normal circumstances. So I don't think he would have the time to come up with a fake one. And I'm going to be honest, considering how not extravagant but very artistic, I would say, the names for the truths are. I don't think you'd be able to come up with one off the bat like that and make it sound convincing. Like the truth of roots, that sounds like a convincing truth. I would not be able to come up with something like that if he is lying. If he's lying, then hats off to him. He deserves it. If I die, he deserves that reward. He's just a liar, manipulator, murderer. If you need anything from me, Ryu, I'll be happy to help. Just let me know. She's always been a hypocrite and a liar herself. Thank you, Hikari. I'm glad there's at least one person I can trust, especially after that last trial. Be careful, okay? Even though we're free from the motive now, We have to be wary. I want to trust those here, but it's not wrong to be hesitant. Keep both things in mind, okay? Not everybody here is a stranger, but not everybody here is to be trusted. It's a mixed bag, really. But it's what I've learned during my time here. You want to talk about trust, Ryuu? Hey. And I have my own question. Is he gonna ask? What? Are you gonna ask me if my sanity is okay? Because if you ask that, the question is absolutely not. Yeah. I'm planning to make something for somebody here. A painting. It has to be Chiyuki, right? Because you were inquiring about Chiyuki yesterday, and you kind of got upset when you realized you couldn't really help her like Hikari did. So I feel like this is what it has to be for Chiyuki, right? What flower represents a hope? Flowers do. Poppies can represent hope after war and death. Sunflowers can represent looking for a bright future. Roses can represent hope in a relationship. I will say after war and death is an apt metaphor for the situation we're in. We're definitely in some sort of war. It all depends on the specifics you want. Well, a sunflower would fit for somebody who used to look to a bright future. I think so. Okay. I think a sunflower will be easy enough to paint. Good luck. Painting flowers is super fun. Really fun. I remember I often painted them back home. Made collages of them. Wrote poems about them. If somebody made a museum of flower art, they just need to look in my room for enough material. It's kind of weird, but I'm the flower girl. Flowers are all I am, sometimes. There's that smile. Ah! Oh God, Hikari's taking over again. Hikari, take off. Oh God, we almost had you. The smile when you're talking about flowers. It's a wonderful smile. It's like my smile when I talk about ghosts. Something dear to us that we love, even in our darkest moments. You're right. Even in my darkest moments, I love flowers. That's kind of silly, but it still stands. And even in mine, I love ghost stories and horror. It's not weird, trust me. It's not weird to me. But if anybody else thinks it's weird, they're wrong. Very, very wrong. You're determined to defend my love for flowers, aren't you? Of course. You defend my love of ghosts and ghouls, wouldn't you? I guess I would. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me of that. No problem. My new goal here is to make everybody smile. Mission 1 is complete. Now, on to the next person. A mission. Join this motive where we have required tasks to do. Very interesting. I will decide not to think about this any further. Good luck, Ryuu. I mean it, even though I doubt that would be his actual bless and or curse because, well, and or curse because I don't know why making everyone smile would be such a difficult task. Or why they would want that to be his task. Thank you, Hikari. I'll need it. Soon enough, Hikari left Ryu's room. And she returned to her own room. I keep forgetting to look around the rooms when we go into someone else's room. I keep thinking this is Hikari because the colours, the wood, the pink, it all looks the same. Except on this bit by the TV and on the shelves, there's other different things. And I just forget to look at them. Despite Ryu betraying her, now he was trying to help her get back to her own self. The self without Ryuka's guidance. Why? She took a nap for some time. woke up again in the middle of the day. However, after staying in bed for too long, she hesitantly got up until she got a knock on her door. Fuyuka! She forced herself up. She's all over to the door. What is it? I'm sleeping.
You do look pretty tired. Who knew a sleepy flower girl could look so adorable?
God, what a disappointment. Damn it. I was really hoping to see a cute girl. No, okay. Here we go. Now for you, cat, great. What?
Oh,
Never mind. What do you want? But wait, aren't you supposed to stay in your room? Why are you talking to me?
I can do whatever I fucking want. I can go anywhere I fucking want.
Ignore her. I just said, oh, thank God, a pretty woman is here. Hello, Fuyuka. Oh, I didn't see you at first, Fuyuka. Well, what do you two need?
I wanted to head to the art room. And that's where you and the dead shit did some poetry meetings, right?
Yes.
Well, let's go.
Before Hikari could respond, Maon took her hand. She ran. Hey! Don't steal Hikari away! Come back here! Fuyuka bolted after them. It was a chase all the way up to the second floor.
Finally, we're here. That garden is too fucking fast.
I'm supposed to be guarding you. Why are you running from me and stealing my best friend? Why would you do that? My closest compatriot in this building. Why did you take her, Maon? Also, I know that Hikari said it was a chase all the way to the second floor, but because there's an elevator, I like to imagine it was a very intense chase to the elevator. Then they just stood there awkwardly while the elevator went up and down, and then they both bolted once the doors opened, and they just ran to the art room.
Why are you running from me? Why are you running from me?
Maon taunted, mimicking Fuyuka's tone and expression.
Because I want to ask you some questions, dumbass.
And why did you have to run away from Fuyuka to do that? What could you ask her that you couldn't ask with me there?
Some emotional shit, okay? Isn't that the kind of crap we team or something? Fuck off.
God, you could have just told me that. That's disgusting. I don't want to hear any of this. Take care of her, Hikari. Make sure she doesn't do anything rash. Try? Fuyuka exited the room and started guarding the door.
Look, because of what you and Chiyuki said, I kind of want to.
Maon mumbled the rest. Say that again? Sorry? I cannot understand context clues, so you'll have to be very blunt about what you mean.
I want to.
Maon mumbled it again. Okay, I'm just waiting for the explosion of emotion now. One more time.
I want to look on the shit that's right and understand them more, okay? Both Minty and the ground would barely even look at me. And my attempt to relieve things didn't work out. It ended worse than I expected.
You trying to work things out?
This morning, yeah. But I'm gonna try again. First, though, I want to look back on the shitheads. And the internet.
Well, now, this might be a surprise to your very limited vocabulary, but if you described both deceased individuals by the same term, I do not know who you are referring to. But I'm guessing by the shithead she means Sasuke.
I want to apologize to their spirits, or whatever. And you're gonna help me.
I'll try my best. Hikari doubted Maon really tried to apologize to Glenn and Chiyuki. But maybe she'll learn. After searching through the art room, Hikari eventually found... Huh? It's a sketchbook.
Whose?
Iki's, yeah. I think it's Iki's.
They're the only one I remember having a sketchbook. Wow. You're an artist? Yeah. They even drew Daisuke and Mayume once. For a mini funeral thing. I never knew. Iki only invited a few people. They probably couldn't approach most of us. Shit. That makes me feel bad as hell. They've really tried their best to remember the others, huh? They did. Can I have a look at this? Hikari handed the sketchbook over to Maon. Maon held it close to her person, slipping through each and every page. Wow, now that she had a good look at it, that thing is minuscule. It's infinitesimal. I mean, are your hands huge, or is that notebook really small? Hey, Carrie, shut your fucking mouth. No, but seriously, I can't even see it. 1 second. Oh God, is it the size of your palm? Where, what is? Okay, that's just. He really did a lot. Shit. I've hardly even thought about Mayumi and Daisuke, or Asuka, Iki, and Sanosuke. But they're already dead, aren't they? They are. You know that. Carrie, no, it's not the time for some fucking sass, please. It's not that I didn't notice. It's that shit. I don't know. It just, it didn't exactly feel like it happened. Uh, I've kept to myself mostly. Other than the gremlin, I mean.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Maon has definitely been one of the more secluded members of the group. Hikari had Daisuke, and Chiyuki had Daisuke. Fuuka had Hikari, Hikari had Fuuka. Sanosuke and Iki were a pair. Asuka and Toshi were a pair. Kazuyuki also kind of kept to himself, but he's been opening up over the course of this chapter, so I do understand that she's been secluded, and now that she's lost Colette, and it's probably an aspect to her that hurts more, the fact that Colette's still alive and Colette actually rejected her. And it's not that Colette died, but it's the fact that Colette's alive and she doesn't want to be around Maon, and that's probably hurting her a lot as well. And in some ways, could argue that it hurts worse. But yeah,
Without her here, I. You really do care about her, don't you? I don't fucking care. She can die for all I. I don't want her to die. Is that a selfish thing to say? No, it isn't. I didn't want anybody to die. But maybe that's different than you. We all cope in different ways, Maon. Maybe their deaths didn't impact you as much. But I wish I felt all shitty about it. All the way I look so fucking glum and take things so seriously. And I've been so fucking self-centered, haven't I? Yeah, you have. You've been a real pain in my ass. Okay, wow, you didn't have to be so blunt, but you're different too. Now that I think about it, you're not apologizing or looking awkward. You're different. Of course I am. We're all different from when we started, Maon. Of course, the gremlin. That explains it. That explains what you said yesterday. I can't expect others to tolerate my shit, or for them not to change, when I've changed too. It took too fucking long for me to realize that. It took me right before the end. The end? I mean, the curse cards. And the blessing cards. I have one. Might die.
I don't think you have a blessing card. I did say at the beginning I thought there's a chance you might have been bluffing, but with coming down there and especially saying the end, do you have a blessed card? Did you really lie about having a blessed card to try and make it up to Colette? I can see right through you, Maon. Unless I'm completely incorrect about your intentions with those words, then I cannot read you why I'm illiterate. But in the 34% chance I'm correct, I can read you.
That's what I fucking mean.
Right. Totally. I believe you. Maybe. I'm kind of unsure of what I'm thinking right now. My mental's all over the place.
I'm gonna go. I need to think about the shit. But thanks, Hikari, for talking about it with me.
I mean, I can't just stay into oblivion while I commented on the minuscule nature of that sketchbook, but I appreciate the thanks. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be everyone's second self, for a little bit of reflection, you know. I don't really like being myself, so, you know, it's good.
Okay, well, we didn't have to end up in that bummer. The hell do you mean by that?
Never mind. Let's head back to Fiyuka. I'm sure she's just she just loves scaring you. Let's go back to her.
Ice. But I like you. Hey, be yourself more often.
Yeah. Don't listen to her. She's lying. I'll try. What a quick excuse as to what she just said. Hikari sprinted out of the room. Wow, sprinting, just Olympic athletes just running out of there.
Huh. Considering her speech and after, I'm sure you must have been telling the truth. I will not think about it at all.
Are you all right, Hikari? Did Maon hurt you? What did she do to you? What did she do? What did she use? What? Oh, well, yeah, I really should have thought of that. I should really should have thought of that. I should have thought deeper about that. Wait! It's nothing like that! I just...
Dumbass. I didn't hurt her.
Then why is she like that? I swear to hell and back if you did anything to her. Hikari put a hand on Fuka's shoulder. She didn't. But I would like to see the comical display of you attacking her, so please go right ahead despite the falsities of your intricate thoughts. Okay.
You overreact like a fucking monster. It's scary as hell. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to my room now. I think I'm done what I need to do.
That was quick. What I needed to do. So you didn't want to come down here and read those sketchbooks and mourn the dead. You had to. So it has to be to do with a card. I guess you do need to fulfill your blessed card circumstances before the 3 days end. So you could still have a blessed card, but I'm wondering why that task would be assigned to a blessed card. That's the thing. I don't know what the blessed cards are like. I know Maon has to wait. I mean, I know Fiyuka has to wait until a murder happens to activate our card. And I know it's meant to be beneficial information. So in my mind, anytime you have to do a task, I feel like it has to be a curse card. But why would Maon lie about that? I mean, I came up with a reason, but I'm not even really confident about it myself. And if you do have a task, do you get information by doing the task, or does the task give you information? I don't know.
Hikari helped plenty.
I guess I did. Good on you, Hikari. No, she won't risk her safety anymore. She better stay in her room from now on.
I'm a grown adult. You're my mom.
Aren't you 17? Oh, 19, fair enough. You're 19. That hardly qualifies as an adult. And I would hate to be a mother. How old are you, Fuka? Are you not the same age as her?
You're a bitch. You know that?
So I've heard. Plentiful.
Don't fucking insult me.
I'm not. I'm being genuine.
You snake.
So I've heard. Again, you know, Maon, considering I am putting my life on the line to protect you, I really think you should be more respectful of me, but yes. Wow, you two are really a match made in heaven.
A match? I'd rather have a deadly disease than be a match for her.
I'm not so bad. You, on the other hand, I'd rather be hit by a meteor. Well, if anything, a kind of putting this conversation aside. If anything, Fuka does care about Hikari. That much has been made clear. She's willing to kill for her, which is like, okay, I did not think we were that close, but I guess we are that close. Okay. I am not disturbed by that revelation at all. So, but she realized what she's doing is bad, but she does care about her. I guess that's a good thing to know, that she does have good intentions, and I don't have to doubt that anymore.
I'm not that fucking bad. Right in the hell, you ass. And yes again.
Oh god.
Oh god, poison. And yet again, arguing like a married couple. As Maon and Ryuu continued arguing, Hikari slowly made her way back to her room.
Egads! Petals! You scared me!
Oh, it's time for evil for you to Hikari again. How'd I scare you? You a coward, you little bitch. And you the self-proclaimed queen of hell. Did the queen lose her crown or something?
Well, yeah, but you don't have to be so mean about it. I'm kind of feeling off lately. You know why.
I understand, but even then, you're not allowed to be scared.
Why? It's none of your business, okay? Well, that's how literally every time we go into a scene, I'm just assuming it has something to do with the curse cards. Because if she's scared, she probably wasn't expecting to be seen right now, which means she's trying to do something under the radar. So it's definitely a curse. Queen of Hell or not, you don't get it. Gotta interrogate me just because I'm a bit absent-minded.
Sorry.
Well, it's fine, but I gotta go fast.
Wait! Colette disappeared behind a wall before Hikari could stop.
So I've been thinking about who the possible victim could be for this chapter, and I'm just kind of doing it now just because it popped into my head. There's obvious connection between Hikari and Ryuu, and I don't think Ryu's gonna die this chapter just because I feel like the Ryuu, Fuyuka, and Hikari storyline that gives me the vibe of something that's going to be going on into later chapters. Well, later chapters, only so many chapters left, but I feel like that's going to play into the next chapter. Whether it gets revealed at the end of this trial or not that Ryuu wasn't trying to poison her, I just feel like Ryuu staying in the story and Fuyuka, both of them staying, is just vital for the progression. So I don't think it's going to be them. I think that Ryuu is meant to be the diversion from the Maon and Colette story. I think one of these two are dying. I'm leaning towards Maon dying because Blessed card, character development, those two aren't a good combination for her at the moment. Yeah, I do think Maon is the most likely victim still, and I do think Toshi, Kazuki, and Tsubaki. I'm not worried about these three at all for the victim. In fact, who is? There's only 9 people. If I'm not worried about these three, it carries the main character. I don't think Fuka's gonna die. I feel like she has to girl boss her way to the end. Chiyuki, I guess. I just think one of Colette or Maon is just the most likely, all things considered. And I'm leaning towards Maon.
Hikari shook her head, trying to think of nothing of the strange running. And she headed to the living room. Maybe she could find something to...
Oh no! Another version of hell! Poor people!
Interesting film.
I know, right? That idol really lost everything, didn't she?
You two don't normally hang around each other. And, well, did Toshi hang around anyone? I mean, I'm not surprised Toshi's still here. He's probably still frightened stiff from the thought of burning the entire mansion down, so that makes sense.
Hang on. Let me pause it. Stop.
Tsubaki stole a remote by her side and pressed the button on it. Hello, Hikari. Tsubaki is showing me a film they favor. What is it about? From what I've heard, it's like an idol. Does an idol die or something? Is that the vibe? An idol lost everything dear to her, and her life is in shambles. You know, considering who you are, that feels a little bit in poor taste to watch. Kind of feels like a bad omen, but I guess I won't judge. It is likely a commentary on the idol industry, or entertainment industry in general, and how it seeps life from one's eyes
making them unable to truly live after experiencing it. Quite interesting, is it not? Perhaps I should have learned from a film like this before wasting my life away on pointless creative pursuits.
That's not true. It's not pointless.
You've already informed of how my songs have affected you. I will be unable to listen to that drivel. Well, Toshi's heart is about to be broken once again. First Asuka died, now their idol has died. It's only going down for Toshi, it's all going downhill.
It's not drivel. It's...
I have already informed you that trying to convince me otherwise is quite a pointless endeavor.
Chiyuki.
Yes, she's the fake idol, eh? Oh, right, I just remembered. The reason why I thought, another reason why I thought Toshi could have a curse card is because I thought mimicking Asuka might be a curse for them. Because in the trial, Hikari mentioned that Toshi talked about Asuka passing, and he was sort of coming to terms with their debt. However, it looked like he kind of reverted back to himself before the trial. I wonder if his curse was that he has to keep pretending that Asuka is still alive. So people still think he's a delusional, I guess. I guess she's a fake idol, eh? Doesn't use what she preaches. Exactly. Idols are supposed to be happy, are they not? But I had never been a true idol. Every moment of positivity was a lie I had forced myself to believe. Well, you are an entertainer above all else. I'm pretty confident I can say that every idol is not that. I'm sure some of them are sort of genuine, but not any of them are to that extent of positivity as you are. So I wouldn't worry too much about that making you a fake idol. It is all an act at the end of the day. Lyro and now would truly be ashamed of me. Lyro, now, give me some clarity. I need to know on the deets.
The Wasp. And another friend of ours.
Ours? Is this just a parasocial relationship, or do you two know each other from previously before the killing game? And now that I say it out loud, I did say it was possible that everyone here knew someone before the game started, and I guess I should have thought that Toshi being a fan of Chiyuki's band might have been an indicator that they might have known each other. But maybe it is parasocial, let's see. Oh wait, no, that was Chiyuki saying that. Wait, stop talking, Chiyuki, stop pressing. Never mind, that was Chiyuki the whole time. Never. Toshi, forget what I said. No parasocial stuff here. The Wasp and another friend of ours. The two of them brought much life to me when there was none before. I worked every single day of my life, non-stop on our group. I avoided rest, relaxation, and my own emotions to bring it to fruition. Yeah, we learned that in one of your first three freedom events how you scheduled when you ate, when you slept, just so you could work all your time into this band. I wonder if you'd be able to connect with Kazuki if you could relate to that. How Kazuki puts all his work into his clothing, and you put all your work into this band, and how you both have unhealthy habits with that. Yes, now I am trapped. Now I have nothing. Now I am but a curse upon others. My only purpose in life has shriveled away. I cannot escape. I can only rush. That is why I am showing my true colors now. I have no more energy to be positive. I am a husk of that Chiyuki. I am a husk of an idol. I am a husk of the marsh. I am but a corpse, a lifeless, wingless, and dry corpse of a bug. Also, just interject, I'm pretty sure Iroh is the wasp. I feel like I remember that name for the free time events. I don't remember now, but I remember Iroh. That sounds familiar to me. Something you see on your windshield before you wash it, or on the sidewalk To be thrown away for how disgusting it is to look at. I've shed the form you've all believed I had before. Toshi, do you want to inject any second? Your finger is right in front of her nose and you still haven't said a thing. So in my mind, you've just been standing there silent this whole time waiting to interject in this pose. Is my true form.
None of that's true. Trust me. I've been a fan of yours for so long, and I...
Nonsense.
Stop talking over me. I'm trying to...
Trying is pointless with me.
I can't give up. Not now. Not ever.
Give up on me. God, this is an endless cycle. They've been going through this a bunch. Hikari, help me, save me from the endless perpetuations of hell. It gets fucking irritation. God, I can only imagine. My apologies for being a source of irritation. Do you wish for me to leave? God, no, nah, it's fine. We need to finish the movie.
It's not about the movie, Tsubaki. I need her to learn it's not all pointless. I need to be a hero. You've been a hero to me, Chiyuki. Don't you understand that? Your songs have brought light into my life, just like the Haramon is supposed to.
The mosh is the mosh. Chiyuki is Chiyuki. The mosh is a false persona. I do not deserve to wear that compilation. Guys, I just wanted to watch a movie. Please. Look, okay, I get both of your perspectives. Toshi, you don't want to give up on her. But sometimes, time is the only thing that can heal others. And Chiyuki, he's really trying his best. You should be more perceptive to his attempts. It's stupid how persistent you both are in your ignorance.
Stupid?
Stupid. Okay. I'm sorry. Is stupid the new big bad word? Have I not been informed of this? I cannot agree. But I do apologize, Toshi. But I will listen to your denial. I cannot promise to accept it, however.
I can't agree either, but I'll be less persistent. Maybe time is the right method here.
Hey, it's a little problem solver. Good job. The next point's on me if you should keep this up. Thanks for that, Harry. You're really taking the lead. Like a little bodyguard I know. Is that a coincidence that you cheating on me? You're growing more and more like her every day. I know that it out loud. I hope it's not to an unhealthy extent, but I guess I'll just say that. Of course I am. I'm part of Yuka. She taught me that. Okay, and we're back in this strange territory. Right. Guess what? Everyone here's a psycho. Damn. But thanks again. You solved a little crisis. For now, anyway. They'll be back at it again soon. It's just a temporary solution. A likely event.
Maybe.
God, see what I mean? God damn. Alas, my relaxation and rest is temporary. I wish the kitchen was open. I wish to get a snack. To distract me, of course.
I wonder how that happened.
Really? We're gonna hide this? Guys, Ryuu almost killed all of us.
Oh, but it's been open for an hour.
Has somebody locked himself in the kitchen? Come on now.
Dia, there you are. But he hasn't really.
You never told us. Has no one tried the door?
Was I supposed to make an announcement? Sorry, y'all. Y'all, I'm now texting.
Howdy, partner. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What's with the Western slang?
It's fun, and it helps me cope.
Valid argument. Go on.
But I may have been too preoccupied to announce its reopening.
Wow, what an ominous wording. I'd rather not think about that.
Preoccupied with what, exactly? Imagine I'm an employee who's gotten into trouble with upper management. That kind of thing. Takes a lot out of me. Yes. Anyway, go girl, get your snack. Thank you for the encouragement. I shall. Chiyuki left.
God, hopefully it doesn't take her too long. I want to get back to the movie, damn it.
It was a really good movie so far. Good taste, even if you are a villain. Even if Asuka won't really like it. Asuka would probably like action movies mixed with fantasy. Something like that. Oh, wait, never mind. I shouldn't think of it.
Another curious case of Hikari taking over herself once more. It's only a matter of time before you break free.
Don't think about those that have passed. Don't think about strangers. They mean nothing. I should get back to my room. Enjoy the movie. We will. And thanks for trying to get through to Chiyuki and me, Hikari. That's my job. The job of the silly little flower girl, isn't it? Well, I wish the pay was a bit better. It's kind of all I have at the moment. Maybe it is. The job of a hero. Oh, I see. So I'm a hero now. Oh, what changed? Right. Hikari looked down. She wasn't a hero. Or a villain. She was just a helper. A piece. A shard. She wasn't her own person. She was just part of Yuka. That's all. Oh.
And with this very ominous triple periods of ellipses, and I'm just saying words that don't even make coherent sense anymore. That's the end of this episode. What do I need to say? What do I want to say? God, I'm saying need instead of want. God, Maui, never mind. Maybe you did just want to go out of the goodness of your heart. Because if I'm making the same mistake, you're making the same mistake. So I don't really see if you with it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad we're seeing more of Maui and how she wants to become a better person. And I'm actually kind of glad because I actually forgot that Toshi was a fan of Chiyuki's band. So I'm glad they're actually bringing that back and making it more relevant and showing how it is actually affecting Toshi. And that he wants to help Chiyuki as well. And maybe he's using that to kind of ignore Asuka and what happened to them. I'm sure Toshi would never do that. And Fuyuka really does care about Hikari in her own weird way. Whether it's healthy or not, whether it's a good thing for her or not. I think Fuyuka knows it's a bad thing, but despite the terribleness of it, I think Fuyuka's goal is just get Hikari out alive. That's all she cares about. No matter how it's done, no matter how bad the method is, just get her out alive, deal with the consequences afterwards. You can fix everything later. That's what I think is going through Fuyuka's mind. And Maon, she wants to forgive Colette. I'm not sure if she did yet, considering Colette's minuscule cameo in this episode. I doubt Maon has yet, but I do think she does want to make that step towards forgiveness. And let's just hope it happens before her death, if she does die, I guess. I do think Colette or Maon is going to die this chapter, so I'm crossing my fingers that the two of them sort things out before one of their inevitable demises. And inevitable is quite a strong word and very confident to me, even though I do not have a strong sense of confidence in anything in this game, because I have been right once, and that was Iki being a victim. That's my only correct prediction so far. So clearly I'm not a credible source. But with that said, there's nothing else for me to say. In tomorrow's episode, we might get to the night of day 14, or maybe we get to the morning of day 15, if we lie through it. And I've just realized we are getting scarily close to the body discovery, if presuming that the body dies before we get to the end of the motive, which I'm assuming we will, because I don't think Fuyuka is going to die this chapter. I would be gobsmacked if Fuyuka does die before this chapter, if Fuyuka dies in this chapter, which means we have to get a dead body before the night of day 15. So we're getting there. We're definitely going to get to the night of day 14 next chapter, which means we're actually getting fairly close to that body discovery. I guess with the lack of free time event, it's really like cutting down the length of the chapter. But with that said, there's nothing else for me to say. I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of Jikoronpa. Goodbye.